Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. Embrace the iExamB learning experience for 50% faster job preparation. This year, NABARD has come out with legal vacancies after a gap of 5 years. Last week, we had talked about the short notification that 2 vacancies have been announced for the legal service post by NABARD. In this video, now that the detailed notification is out and the application window is open, I am going to elaborate on the eligibility, the exam dates, the exam pattern, and the syllabus that is expected for your legal exam. As we had stated before, there are 2 vacancies, and these 2 vacancies now clarified is for the unreserved category. This has come after 5 years. The last vacancies for the legal post, that is assistant manager, which is the grade A level, was announced in 2019-20 cycle when 3 vacancies had come, 1 each for the unreserved SC and ST category. This year, both of the vacancies are for the unreserved category. The important dates to remember is the application window is now open and it will remain open till the 30th of November. Your phase 1 exam will happen on the 20th of December, right? So you have almost 1.5 months for the phase 1, and then your phase 2 will happen on the 25th of January. After that, there is a psychometric test and an interview that takes place, which is a part of your phase 3, for which the dates will be later announced for those candidates who clear the mains exam. Right? So these are the important dates. Now, what is the eligibility? Who can apply? So all you need is a minimum bachelor's degree, but there is a minimum marks criteria. So you need to have a bachelor's degree from a UGC recognized and a Bar Council recognized college, or the degree should be recognized. It does not mean that the Bar Council enrollment is compulsory. All it means is the degree should be recognized by the Bar Council and the UGC. The minimum marks requirement is 60%. Okay, so you need to have a minimum of 60% marks in your LLB degree. Or if you hold an LLM degree or master's degree in law, in that case, you need to have a minimum 55%. Please note, this is either or and not and. That means it's not necessary that you need to have LLM and LLB both, or in case you have LLM, you need to have 60% marks in LLB also. That is not the criteria. It is one of these you need to be eligible for, in case you have experience. Now, experience per se is not mandatory. Okay, it is not mandatory to have experience. However, if you do have experience by practicing as an advocate, in that case, at the time of interview, you need to carry your bar enrollment certificate with yourself and the membership certificate, right? So this is not mandatory, but if you have specifically said in case you are practicing as an advocate. Right? So let's move ahead. I hope this eligibility has been understood. The second eligibility is related to your age, where it is that you should be between the age of 21 to 30 years as of the cutoff date, which is the 1st of November 2025. There are age relaxations for the upper age limit as per the government rules for SC, ST, OBC, ex-servicemen category, which you can check out from the notification PDF. You can download that from the description box. As a legal officer, what will you be required to do in NABARD? NABARD, which is an All India financial institution for the financing and development of the agriculture sector and the rural sector of India. So as a legal officer, what is your job profile? This is also very specifically detailed in the notification, where you will be required to deal with references on legal issues which may be received by the various departments or offices of NABARD. Here bank refers to NABARD, okay, and not any generic bank but to NABARD. So any legal issues that NABARD is involved in, you will have to deal with this in terms of how to answer that, whether we are complying with it or not, by interpreting important laws like the NABARD Act, the RBI Act, the Banking Regulation Act, and the Companies Act. These are only for reference. This is not an exhaustive list. You will also be required to draft and prepare pleadings and comprehensive instructions for counsel in case of any litigation that the bank has to get into, or appear before the conciliation officers, labor courts, tribunals on behalf of the bank, that is NABARD, and any other legal aspect or any work that NABARD may assign you, right? So it's a very focused legal work related job in NABARD. The acts that have been mentioned here is not necessarily what you need to study for the syllabus. We will, as we move ahead, we'll also talk about the syllabus. Let's first understand the exam pattern. Your selection will happen by 2 written exams, your phase 1 and your phase 2, and after that there will be a psychometric test and interview. Marks of psychometric test are not added, they are just a part of the process, right? Phase 1 exam, where you can divide it into 2 sections. Your first 5 topics related to reasoning, English, computer knowledge, quant, and decision making are your aptitude, and these are only qualifying in nature. That means you need to get a minimum marks to qualify from each of these 5 sections, right? They total 100 marks, but you need to have qualifying marks in each of these. Then the next 3 subjects, your general awareness, economic and social issues, and your agriculture and rural development with emphasis on rural India, is consisting of your another 100 marks, which is your merit section. So based on the marks of these 3 together, these 100 marks, will a merit list be made, based on which you will proceed to the phase 2, right? In our following videos, we'll also talk about the cutoffs for the legal stream in 2019-20 when the exam took place, and how it has been recently in the past for other specialized streams for phase 1. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel for further information, right? The phase 2 will be focused on legal. So your phase 1 is generic, which is for all the vacancies that have been announced under RDBS and legal, all the specializations also. But phase 2 will be specific to legal, in which you have to give 2 papers, your general English, which is descriptive in nature, testing your descriptive English writing skills, and your paper 2, which will be a combination of objective and descriptive paper. 50-50, objective will be worth 50 marks and descriptive will also be 50 marks. For this, here you will be asked 2 marker questions, 20 questions, and 1 marker questions, 10 questions. Total of 30 questions will be asked, totaling 50 marks. And your descriptive will consist of 6 questions, out of which 3 will be 15 marks and 3 will be 10 marks, and you have to attempt 2 from each for in the actual exam. So yes, some choice will be given to you for your descriptive paper. This will also be a typed paper, right? So it's not handwritten, but it is typed with the help of a keyboard. So this is your exam pattern. When you clear this exam, then you move to the interview stage based on the merit performance, right? What is it that you need to study for legal? Now this is the syllabus that was given in 2019-20 paper. That time descriptive paper was not there, only MCQ based legal exam happened, right? But this is an indicative list which you can start with or take as a reference. NABARD will be releasing the syllabus for this year also in this particular week, where we will update in case of any changes. However, as you can see, the common subjects, the common laws that you study are included here, consisting of Constitution, Indian Contract Act, Partnership Act, your Companies Act. This will become 2013, not 1956. The Code of Civil Procedure, that is your CPC Act, the Transfer of Property, Sales of Good, Industrial Disputes, Trade Union, Arbitration and Conciliation, Negotiable Instruments, Indian Essentials Act, Special Relief Act, Indian Succession Act, Hindu Succession Act, Information and Technology Act, RTI Act, and SURFACE Act. Right? So these are the syllabus as it was given, as I stated, in 1920. If there is any change in the syllabus this year as released by NABARD, we will share the same. However, the common acts are likely to remain, most important being constitution, companies, Indian contract, partnerships, CPC, transfer of property, and sales of good, which are likely to remain, arbitration, conciliation. So you can start your preparation based on this very, very easily. As I stated, after this, all those who clear phase 2 in a ratio of 3:1 will be called for the interview. Interview will be 50 marks. You will also be required to give a psychometric test, which is only to help understand your personality. These marks are not added to your final selection marks, right? So this is how your exam will happen. In case of any other details, you can reach out to us. We will keep coming up with more details related to this exam. We also do offer a course which consists of crisp video lessons, study notes, live doubt classes, MCQ booklets, and practice in the online mode also. We'll also include descriptive practice because this paper consists of descriptive paper also. So as I stated, if you need any other information, you can reach out to us at 920-552-4028 or write to us at hello@iexamp.com.